I'm Lottie, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do a lovely Pilates routine, a great Pilates workout. We're going to be focusing on upper body and lower body. So you might often think that Pilates is just all about the core, but there's so much more to it than that. And we're going to definitely work from the center, but focus on getting really strong in our upper body and in our lower body. I am going to use some ankle weights for a little section later on. You don't have to use them, but it's just a nice option if you want to add a little bit of extra resistance, a little bit of extra strength to the leg work. So we are going to start. We're just going to start with a few deep breaths just to get ourselves really ready for our practice today and bring ourselves into the present moment. So just sitting in a comfortable position. You can sit cross-legged if that feels good, maybe soles of the feet together, maybe sitting against a wall even, just to really help that posture. And if it helps you to close down your eyes just to really come into your body, then definitely do that. But you can just gaze downwards or even just gaze out along the horizon. And just feel the sitting bones on the mat. Feel the length of your spine from the floor, from the base of your spine, all the way up to the crown of your head. And see if you can create a little bit more space between every vertebrae, every bone in your spine. And on your next exhale, just take a big release of the shoulders down. And as you inhale, really try and fill up the belly, fill up the ribs, the lungs. And again, just exhale, letting go of any tension you might be holding in your face, in your body, sitting right back. Good, lovely. And we'll reach the arms all the way out to the side. You can open up those eyes now and just feel really nice and alert. We'll just get the spine moving, just warm up through our back. So we're going to round the spine and bring the arms together. So flexing, tipping off your pelvis, shifting the pelvis towards you as you breathe out. As you inhale, feel nice and expansive and open. Reach the fingertips back towards the wall behind you. Gently lift the eye gaze. And again, exhale, rounding, rock the pelvis towards you, tipping it under, create a big C shape of your spine. And then as you inhale, lift back up onto the sit bones, rock the pelvis forwards, open the chest, gentle arch of the back. Good, and just continue this movement a few times. You can make it as big or as small as feels comfortable for you. I'm going to show you from the side as well, just so you can see what's going on in the pelvis and the spine. And just feeling really expansive in your chest as you open up and rock back onto the sit bones. Let's take one more, breathing out, rounding back, and breathing in. So even though I said we're not going to be working the abdominals, we still need to have everything coming from this sense of center. So we're just going to come down onto our backs and just find that sense of center that we know in Pilates is that core stability, that core control. So we're just going to find that neutral pelvis, so the hips are level, chest is nice and open, and we'll just take some toe taps just to prepare ourselves for our class again. So we'll lift the right leg and we'll change to the left, so just a little scissor, an interchange of the legs. And you can just breathe in and out, don't worry when you breathe, just make sure that you're breathing fluidly. So breathing in and breathing out. And just trying not to let the back arch or imprint into the mat. So we're trying to keep it long, feeling the front and the back body, softening in towards each other. Sometimes it helps to place a hand on your belly. That can help find that center. Let's go for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. And then we'll just take a little back stretch. So hug the knees in towards your chest. Let your lower back imprint into the mat now. And then if it feels okay, just lift your head up, gaze towards your knees and just curve into a ball shape here, rounding through the spine, stretching through the back. Good, and then just placing those feet all the way back down onto the mat. And we'll just take a couple of pelvic curls, rounding the spine up, Standing into the feet, just waking up our posterior chain, the glutes. We're going to come into a back support bridge, so we just want to make sure that they're firing up for us. Good. And again, just rounding the pelvis up, keeping the chest open. Inhale at the top, and then exhale, wave down through the spine. Gorgeous. And just one more here. Exhale as you roll up. Keep those inner thighs active. Breathing in. And then exhale, melt between the shoulders and ripple down one bone at a time. Releasing the pelvis back to neutral. We're going to rock up now, so just bring the legs back into your double knee fold position. Hold the front of the shins, lift the head, and let's press into our legs, if that feels okay, just to rock yourself to seated. We're going to bring the hands behind us, and we're going to do a little series here, working into the triceps and into the backs of our legs and our glutes. So we're going to bridge our hips up, just open up across the shoulders. Try and have the fingers facing towards your feet. If you can, because we're going to be sort of dipping back. So that's going to feel better on your wrists. So neck is nice and long. We're going to inhale. As we exhale, stand into the feet, bridge the hips up, find this table position here. So we've got the glutes active, we've got the abdominals working, and then we're hinging to drop the hips down. I've got a little bit of fluff on my leggings, just get rid of that. And then we're coming back up again. So we're going to stand into the feet, lift, and hinge back down. So careful not to lock your elbows. If you do tend to lock the elbows, just try and keep a soft bend in them the whole time. We've got 4. Good. We've got 3. Toes spreading long, really use the feet. 2. Now on this last one, 2 options. You can hold it at the top for more of a challenge, or keep the hips down for a modification. And we're going to take tricep dips here, keeping the spine long. We've got 8. Pressing the mat away. We've got 7. They don't have to be big. They can be really little. We want to keep that alignment. You've got 6. You've got 5. You've got 4. Really intense across the chest and shoulders here. You've got 3. You've got 2. Good job, guys. Press into those finger pads. You've got last one. And if your hips are up, just bring them back and gently release those hands. And let's just take a gentle stretch. So either interlace or put one hand on top of the other and press the palms away from you. Whew. And we're going to come onto all fours now. So gently bring the legs behind you and come around onto all fours. So if you need a little extra padding under your knees, just pop a towel or roll your mat up underneath those knees. And we're going to do 3 different sets of press ups, okay? So the first set we're going to do, we stay with our chest kind of here. We don't really move. We just do like a little mini one. So our head stays sort of right between our hands, a little mini one there. The second set, we're going to keep the hands where they are, but bring the head forward. So it's more like a little dip. So we go forwards. Whew, that's hard. And up. And then the third set we're going to do, we're going to come into a full half press up position. So the knees will stay down, but our hips are low. And again, we'll take it there. So you could just take whatever option feels good for you. We're going to try 5 of each, okay? I think that's enough if we do them well. So knees underneath the hips, beautiful long spine connecting into our back, fingers facing forwards, and we've got the first set here. So we come back with the elbows, the head stays relatively where it is in line with the mat. Inhale and exhale. 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to go forwards. The nose tips forwards of the hands and up. It doesn't have to be as low as that. So you could just go there and up. Really loads the forearms as well. Ooh. And up. I can't remember what that was. 3 or 4. Let's just do 2 more. Inhale and exhale. Try not to drop the rib cage. Last one. And up. Last set here, we're going to walk the knees back, lower the pelvis down, and come into a press up here in this half plank position. So again, not about getting super low. I want you to keep your alignment. If you're losing your technique to come up, then make it smaller or take a more modified option. We've got last 2. Good. We've got last one. And we're going to press all the way back towards the heels. Wonderful. Give your wrist a little circle. I know that can be a lot there. And then we're gonna change to work our lower body, give that upper body a little bit of a rest, and we're gonna pop these ankle weights on if you have them. Remember, you don't have to. It's really good work even if you don't have them. Good. So just add in a little extra weight around here. So we're gonna come back onto our all fours. But we're going to come onto the elbows just to give your wrist a little bit of a break. So coming onto the elbows, and you can have your palms down or together or hold your fists there. So right leg is going to reach out and back in. So we're going to keep our spine long and lengthened and neutral. And we're just going to reach that right foot right the way back behind us. And then it's going to come back in. So really simple, 8 of these. Imagine that you're pushing something away with that foot. So you've got that resistance. And in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Good. And try and stay centered. Doesn't have to be super high. Find that length. Breathing out. 2 more. On this last one, I want you to hold it there. Flex the foot to lift. Point the foot to lift. Flex the foot to lift. So tiny little lifts, point and flex. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2, and 1, and bring that knee all the way back in. Straight onto the other side. So reaching that leg directly behind and controlling in. Trying not to lean over to the other side. And in. Good, right behind you, long and lengthened. Good, really smooth, steady movements. Last 2. Let's hold this one and we flex the foot to lift, point the foot to lift. Flex to lift. So even if you haven't got the weight on the ankle, imagine that you do have something heavy there. So you can create the extra work with your mind. Let's go 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And bring that knee all the way in. Good, we're gonna come up to standing for our last section here. So tuck your toes under, gently stretch your legs coming into that up stretch. Feel those hamstrings, give your calves a little stretch here. And then we'll walk our feet forwards, about halfway up the mat. Bend the knees as much as you need to, and then nice and slowly come all the way up, bone by bone. All the way up to standing. Roll the shoulders back. Okay, so we're going to go into a curtsy kick with a side leg raise. So if you do need to hold on to something like the wall or a chair, then make sure that you have that little extra support. We're going to take all that work from the mat up to standing. So just place your hands on your hips. We're going to take our left leg, reach it behind us, curtsy lunge. So both hips are going to stay forwards, and then we're going to take that side leg raise, find the balance, press the leg out to the side. And we're going to stay on this same leg, so we're not going to alternate. We're going to work this same leg for 8, 7, strong in that posture, long in that spine. 6, good, 5, 4, so lots of control and balance needed. 3, step that leg back behind you. 2, and last one, let's hold this one here, reach that left arm up and just take a lovely stretch to the side here. So really nice lateral stretch, stay in that curtsy lunge, maybe look up towards your ceiling, open through those left ribs. And then we'll come all the way back for the other side. Good, right leg steps behind, getting low. Work this standing leg as you press the right leg to the side. Good, 7 and 6. Take your time, 5 and 4 Good, ankle stability. 3. Draw those ribs back. 2. And on this last one, let's stay in that curtsy lunge. Right arm is gonna lift out, and we'll take that side stretch here. Just open through the rib cage, through the waist. I can feel those legs working well. And we'll come all the way up. Bring that foot back. And then just last thing here, let's take our feet wide, turning both feet out. We're gonna work into the inner thighs a little bit more, and then just take a lovely big stretch. Toes pointing out. Don't go too turned out with your feet, so a little bit more sort of narrow than you would think, even if you can go super turned out. And we're gonna take that plie, so we're gonna bend the knees over the toes and stand up, squeezing through those inner thighs. Just 8 here. Try and keep the hips down. Really get that lovely mobility. 7. Spine is long. 6. Good. 5. Thighs drawing towards each other. 4. 3. Good. 2. Growing nice and tall. Last one. We're going to stay up. Reach your hands down through the middle and just roll down through the legs. Stretching through the back. Reaching down through the feet, through the legs if you can. And then just bring your feet to parallel. Bring your hands to the center of the mat and just stay over the legs there for a moment. Just let the shoulders hang, just take any effort out of the arms. And then gently bend the knees, draw the tailbone under, and round your spine up to standing. Good. And we'll step the legs back together to a parallel position. We'll stand nice and tall. Look out along the horizon, feel the strength in the upper body, the strength in those legs. Everything coming from that center. Taking one more deep breath in together and breathing out, and just let that energy settle. And you are all done for your session today. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that work, and I hope to see you on the mat again soon. Make sure you check out the virtual studio. That will be in the link below. Leave me a comment and let me know how you got on with that class, and I will see you again soon. Bye.